Hey there, fellow Springfield enthusiasts. Ever notice how The Simpsons, that lovable yellow family, seems to predict the future? From political upsets to technological advancements and even global events, The Simpsons has an uncanny ability to foreshadow reality. Some of these predictions are so specific, so eerily accurate, that you'd swear they had a time machine stashed next to the Duff beer in Moe's Tavern. So buckle up, buttercups, as we take a wild ride through 10 times The Simpsons boldly predicted the future, leaving us all wondering, are they on to something, or are we living in a real-life episode of Springfield? Let's kick things off with a bang, shall we? Back in the year 2000, an episode titled Bart to the Future aired, giving us a glimpse into the future through the eyes of Bart Simpson. Little did we know this episode would become legendary for one shocking prediction: Donald Trump becoming President of the United States. 16 years before Trump descended that golden escalator, The Simpsons portrayed him as the leader of the free world. The episode's writer Dan Greaney later revealed that Trump's presidency was chosen as a joke, but also as a warning. They wanted to depict America at the point where it had gone completely crazy. The episode depicts a cash-strapped America after President Trump's term, with Lisa inheriting a country on the brink of financial ruin. Trump's presidency, once considered a joke, became a reality, leaving many wondering if The Simpsons writers were secretly time travelers in disguise. Let's rewind to 1993, an era of slap bracelets and grunge music. Siegfried and Roy were famous for their White Tiger acts. They were at the peak of their success. In a Simpsons episode, Homer encounters a magic act with white tigers. Disaster strikes as the magician's tiger turns on him. The tiger, Anastasia, shows aggression. In 2003, Roy Horn was attacked by his tiger, Montecore, during a live show. The attack left him seriously injured and ended their act. The similarities between the Simpsons episode and the real-life incident are striking. Hold on to your hats, tech enthusiasts, because this next prediction will have you wondering if Apple borrowed a time machine from Professor Frink. Back in 1995, when pagers were the peak of mobile communication, The Simpsons dared to imagine a world with smartwatches. In an episode titled Lisa's Wedding, we're transported 15 years into the future, which, by the way, is now the past. Time flies, eh? During this futuristic escapade, we see Lisa's fiancé, Hugh, sporting a device that looks suspiciously like a smartwatch. Fast forward to 2010, and what do you know? Apple unveils the Apple Watch, sending shockwaves through the tech world and making our Simpsons predicted future a reality. This prediction proves that when it comes to envisioning the future of technology, The Simpsons writers are more than just cartoonists. They're digital prophets. Okay, folks, this next prediction is a bit more serious, a bit more unsettling, and a stark reminder that The Simpsons isn't all wacky hijinks and Duff beer. In 1997, an episode titled Lisa's Sax aired, featuring a seemingly innocuous scene that would later take on a whole new meaning. Marge, ever the concerned mother, encourages a young Bart to read a book titled Curious George and the Ebola Virus. Fast forward to 2014, and the world watches in horror as the deadliest Ebola outbreak in history ravages West Africa. The virus, once a distant threat, becomes a global concern, dominating headlines and sparking widespread panic. While the episode didn't predict the outbreak itself, the mere mention of Ebola, a virus virtually unheard of by the general public at the time, is chillingly prescient. Hold on to your Mickey Mouse ears, folks, because this next prediction is a doozy, especially for fans of animation and corporate takeovers. In 1998, an episode titled When You Dish Upon a Star aired, featuring a seemingly throwaway gag that would later become a reality. In the episode, Homer befriends a then single Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger, the 90s, and stumbles upon a sign outside the 20th Century Fox studio lot. The sign reads, 20th Century Fox, a division of Walt Disney Company. Fast forward to 2019, And the entertainment world is rocked by the news that Disney has acquired 21st Century Fox in a landmark deal worth a staggering $71.3 billion. The Simpsons once again had predicted a major corporate move with uncanny accuracy. How could a cartoon known for its over-the-top humor and wacky storylines have predicted a real-life corporate merger of this magnitude? Now let's dive into the world of international soccer, or football as it's known to most of the planet. In 2014, The Simpsons tackled the beautiful game with an episode titled "You Don't Have to Live Like a Referee," which revolved around Homer being recruited as a World Cup referee. The episode poked fun at the corruption and bribery scandals that have plagued FIFA, the governing body of international soccer, for years. In one scene, a FIFA official approaches Homer, offering him a bribe to fix a match. Just a year later, in 2015, the real-life FIFA was engulfed in a massive corruption scandal that sent shockwaves through the sporting world. Several high-ranking FIFA officials were arrested on charges of racketeering, wire fraud and money laundering. The episode's satirical take on FIFA's corrupt underbelly proved to be more accurate than anyone could have imagined. From the world of sports, let's travel to the realm of architecture, where The Simpsons once again showcased their uncanny ability to predict the future. This time, the prediction takes us across the pond to London, England, where a futuristic skyscraper would eventually grace the city skyline. In a 1995 episode titled Lisa's Wedding, yes, that episode again, we're given a glimpse of a futuristic London. Among the flying cars and futuristic buildings, one structure stands out, a towering skyscraper that bears a striking resemblance to the Shard, a 95-story skyscraper that was completed in London in 2012. The Simpsons' depiction of the London skyline, while not an exact replica, captures the essence of the Shard's unique design. Autocorrect, that helpful yet often hilarious feature that has become an integral part of our digital lives. But did you know that The Simpsons predicted the rise of autocorrect and its inevitable fails way back in 1994? In an episode titled Lisa on Ice, Dolph, the school bully, uses a Newton device to send a message to Kearney. The Newton, for those who don't remember, was Apple's early attempt at a personal digital assistant that used handwriting recognition. Dolph scribbles a message on the Newton, intending to write "Beat up Martin." But due to the Newton's less than perfect handwriting recognition, the message is translated as "Eat up Martha." This hilarious miscommunication foreshadows the autocorrect blunders that would later plague smartphone users worldwide. Now let's step into the hallowed halls of academia, where The Simpsons once again proved that their predictive powers extend even to the world of Nobel Prizes. In 2010, an episode titled Elementary School Musical aired, featuring a throwaway gag that would later come true. In the episode, Martin Prince, Springfield Elementary's resident know-it-all, is trying to guess who will win the Nobel Prize in economics. As he's rattling off names, Milhouse, his ever-optimistic sidekick, chimes in with his prediction, Bengt R. Holmström. At the time, Holmström, a Finnish economist, was a respected figure in his field, but not exactly a household name. Fast forward to 2016, and guess what? Bengt R. Holmström wins the Nobel Prize in Economics for his contributions to contract theory. The Simpsons, in their own whimsical way, had predicted the winner of a Nobel Prize 6 years before it happened. Let's wrap things up with a prediction that bridges Springfield and Olympic glory. In 2010, The Simpsons aired Boy Meets Curl, centered around the Winter Olympics. Homer and Marge discover a talent for curling and represent the United States. They win the gold medal, bringing pride to their country. 8 years later, the US men's curling team won gold at the 2018 Winter Olympics. The Simpsons, once again, predicted the unpredictable with their comedic flair. So there you have it, folks. 10 times. The Simpsons seem to predict the future, leaving us all wondering if they have a direct line to a higher power, or maybe just a really good team of writers. From Trump's presidency to the rise of smartwatches, the Ebola outbreak, and even the US winning Olympic gold in curling, The Simpsons has an uncanny knack for foreshadowing reality. Until next time, keep watching the skies, and maybe keep an eye on Springfield. Who knows what they'll predict next?